What is happening YouTube? It's Jacob here from the Rush Dimension, and today we have our very own Yolanda with a first place locals. You tell us, what did you play today?
Live Twin Spright.
Okay, so you need to run through just some of your matchups, maybe some of the cards you played today, and you can choose how you want to start. You want to go through the deck profile first?
Yes, yeah. So in this version, I decided to take out the Totally Awesome because sadly Rodent Toad is no longer with us.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so I'm just going to start and then I'm going to say a few things where I feel
Changes you would have made.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so I played a bigger variety of bigger engine of the Live Twins. So the 3 Lila, 2 Kissekil, and then I played the extenders. I played 2 Frost and 1 Treat. And then the spells, I played 2 Sunny Snitch, 2 Secret Password, and I played 1 of the Home. So the idea here was that basically I have 5, 6, 7 starters, and then I have the extenders is 3 plus, 2, so that's 5 extenders. And even if you start with these, so if you normal summon this and you go on with the sprites, then you can also use Gigantic later to get to your other Kissekil or Lila to go into your Evil Twin plays.
Alright, okay. Did you find that it clogged a lot, that you have such weird ratios? A lot of the guys play, let's say a lot of people, can't use guys anymore, will play 3 and 3 to get to the engine faster.
I prefer to play the
simplified engine?
Extenders as well, because even if you go normal summon Lila and they negate Ash or whatever on the Lila, then you can still use the Sunny Snitch, search your Frost or your Lila, whichever one is summoned, and then you can just special it. For example, if you go second and they use Draco Superior, then they make this a level 1.
Okay.
So even in that case where you can't special your sprites, then you can still search, or if you have the extender in hand, you can special this, then it's a level 2, and then you can continue with your sprite plays.
Okay, so it was kind of to work around level modulations.
Yeah, that as well.
Okay.
And I tried 1 home. It didn't come up in this tournament. I didn't see it. But the idea is if you go into your place, you can't get to the other half, the Lila or the Kissekil, and you have this in hand, you can do your whole combo, and then at the end, when you want to go into your Evil Twin plays, then you can special the other one out of the deck by discarding something and go on from there.
Isn't that one searchable with the other spell?
It is also searchable by password.
Awesome.
Alright, then
Next part of the
is
engine.
the sprites.
Alright. The interesting part of the deck.
Well, they complement each other very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you played this over the Malfi version or the Tri-Brigade version or something like that?
I was looking
or do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I do have Tri-Brigades as well. I played it for a long time, the pure version, every.
Oh, you can check out those
so
videos.
Many others. But I wanted to try this one first because I did play this with the Toad, which worked very well just before it got banned.
Okay.
Alright, so next is the sprites. It's fairly basic or standard. It's the 3 blue, 3 jet. Then I play the red carrot and pixies. And then the 3 starter, the 1 smasher, and the only other card I play that's not usually played or a lot is the Gamma Burst.
Okay.
So this is very standard. I like playing the pixies as well. The reason for that, especially in this tournament, for example, I actually won a game by I had pixies in the hand. He went first, and then he had a window on the field. So I actually normal summoned Lila. Didn't activate the effect or anything. It was going into time. So I just went normal summon. I went into battle phase before they call time, and then I went battle phase into the window, and I activated pixies. So then he took damage, and there wasn't enough time for him to do damage.
Okay.
To me. Yeah. So I actually won a game of that. The smashers is very good. You can also, in this version, because you don't bring back Totally Awesome, you can actually bring back your jet. You search that for your follow-up, so you can add this in your normal combo.
Okay.
It's extra interruption. The Gamma Burst is just very nice, especially in this one because you have so many level 2s, including the
ranks and links and everything.
The Evil Twins, yeah. So it's easy to when you go first, then I go second, and then you go your third turn basically. Then you just use Jet, search this, get rid of a few cards using your extra deck.
Okay.
Get rid of a few cards, and then it's just basically game.
Alright.
So actually, it's not always necessary, but I prefer to rather have it.
Right, your thoughts on the double smashes?
So the reason for the double smashes mainly is because of Mystic Mine.
Okay.
I did try playing extra smashes in the side deck, but like for this tournament, I played against Labrynth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I like set 5 traps, and keeps on setting back. But because the deck, like the Evil Twins, especially when I go first, going second, I actually tried. I almost got game, but I just couldn't get. He didn't have anything left on the board anymore, but I just couldn't get engine enough to go for the win.
Okay.
So actually, I lost round 1 on that, and then I won round 2 and 3. But going first, it was actually pretty easy because they set the back row, and then I just used all my pop cards. Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually like the utility of
You can bait out or just pick off them one by one.
Smashers, as you mentioned, the smashers can also banish his monster or whatever is needed. Any big monsters, yeah. But if you can, I didn't see any. Well, he actually had Mystic Mine, but you didn't see it when it was necessary, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so the smashers was fine for me on one. You can put an extra one on your side if it makes you feel more comfortable. Okay, so then
rest of the deck.
yeah, after the sprites.
So this is the hand traps.
So I played a few hand traps.
Here we go.
Because of the live twins, you basically draw 1 to 2 times in your turn, and then 1 to 2 times in your opponent's turn, depending, obviously.
Okay.
So then it's nice to draw into your hand traps as well. So Diddy Crow, I played on 3. Then the Effect Veiler on 3, and then in Perm I played also on 3. So for me, I didn't play Ash. I see a lot of people also don't play Ash at the moment. I just feel it's not high impact enough in the moment. At the moment, yeah. So Effect Veiler and Imperm basically does the same thing. So for example, Keep Kalos, if you Ash that, they still have the second effect, where if you Imperm or Veiler it,
Yeah, they've got nothing.
then they can't use the second effect.
Yes.
So I think it's stronger in that sense. And of course the Diddy Crows, they just can't
that's
use.
very, very good in the whole format.
It limits their plays a lot. So I was quite happy with the ratios. And also, I noticed none of these are once per turn, so that's,
Yeah.
it also comes up.
Yeah. And I mean, they chain block for play against Ash and Bell either way. So,
Veiler, Imperm.
is there
can play
any
around.
other hand trap you would have rather played that you missed? Something like Nib or anything like that? Or just your thoughts on other hand traps?
I thought about Nib. I had it in and I tested it a bit, but the thing is, I didn't feel it was needed. Maybe against specific matchups it can come up, but because the live twins, it has to, when you normal summon, it has to be the only card on the field. So then you can not get the special summon if you have,
if you have the
field.
token, yeah, okay.
But I mean, it's not the worst. You can still do other plays. So if you prefer Lib, although it's not going to be
Very
a
good.
hand trap for very long.
Alright.
Alright, then this is going to look a bit odd, but one Prosperity was supposed to be Hyperia,
Okay.
the draw card on normal or special.
Chris didn't come through for us.
Yeah, I was going to borrow it, but there was it didn't hand it to me.
Okay, not a problem. But the Prosperity came up?
I saw it once, but it wasn't enough for game. Then we went to game 2.
Would it have helped if there was 3? If you had an alternative build?
The Prosperity is very good.
Okay.
I was going back and forth if I wanted to put it in or not, because I had it in when I was playing the Run and Toad. Totally awesome. But for this, because I draw so much, so the live twins, I draw 1 to 2 times, and if you activate this, you can't draw.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it helps you dig for cards, it is a good card. You can definitely leave it as option.
You didn't miss some of the cards in the extra deck.
No, my extra deck was very similar to
Oh,
before.
when you did play it, I mean.
What do you mean? When you played this?
When you played the version with the
Oh,
Prosperity.
this. No, not really, because then I played a fewer life twin count. So if I didn't see the life twins,
Okay.
it didn't really matter. So then I just banished the evil twins from the extra deck. And if you know you're not going to use the spoiler alert, but the Zeus package. So if you didn't use the Zeus package, then,
then you've got
you
cards
can
to
banish that as
okay.
well. Yeah. So that it was fine for me. Can definitely be an option to play.
Okay.
And then lastly for the main deck is 2 triple tactics and 1 Call by the Grave.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, going first to see the hand and rip 1 is probably the best. But if you need to draw, cool. And then going second, I think the best is just to steal something, bait in a gate, or actually gain an extra monster.
Force the interaction.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, then
Going into the extra.
the extra deck. Yeah. So I played 2 Spright Elf. The third one didn't come up, that's
Okay.
fine for me. If you played something like Adventure, I know you have to play 3, and some people do prefer to play 3 at the moment as well, because it's such a good card, but it didn't come up for me, so that was fine.
Also, I'm using the third one.
Yeah, and more space for utility cards. So then the Evil Twins, I only played 2 Kisikil and 1 Lila.
Okay.
So I didn't play the Troubled Sunny,
Yeah.
because most of the times you're locked into 2s. So it doesn't really come up, it rarely comes up, and it's, in my opinion, it's not really necessary. So this was perfect for me. Okay, and then after that,
That's for the links.
no, it's still more
Okay.
links. So then the IP, then it's Phoenix, Cerberus, and Unicorn. So
This is a utility
all the
package.
utility, the nightmare utilities.
How often did you use the IP to go into something like Unicorn or whatever comes next
Weirdly,
in
I
extra
never
deck?
summoned the IP
Okay.
in this tournament.
Is it also just as a generic link to be able to?
It is a generic link too, but
So
you
that you
can,
can go into-
sometimes summon it in your going first board, or later on in turn 3 or wherever, if you maybe want extra disruption.
Or just to get to the exceed.
Yeah, you can also do that, but I mean then you have your nightmares by that
Okay.
point. So the nightmares, I went for all 3 because it does work very well with the evil twins. So
Okay.
because the evil twins lets you have the arrows, so there's an arrow left
Okay,
and
so
right.
the arrows made sense.
Yes, so they have arrows as well to the left and right. So then you basically pop a card or destroy a card or spin a card.
And you still get a draw as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that like 2 or 3 times,
Getting
depending
into
on
more
if
of
you're
the
locked.
engine and-
Depending if you're locked into
Okay,
twos.
awesome.
So that was, I think they work great together. And because you draw, you can go into the next one, pop through again. That was pretty good.
No, awesome.
Okay, after that's the exceeds. So the gigantic Spright. 2 is fine, I didn't need 3. And then the Soul Sweeper, then the Zeus package. So this is also a card just to get rid of something on the board in order to go for game. And then gigantic, you can, so basically when you're gonna, I didn't have it in the deck now, but the Hyperia, you only summon off gigantic when you have both engines.
Okay.
So when you have the Sprites and the Life Twins, otherwise you obviously go into the other engine you need, otherwise you get the draw. And the other thing is a interaction with the gigantic Spright. Even if you have already used both, you can actually still use Spright Elf to reborn one, and then if you have this on the field to banish something until the end of the opponent's turn, you can use this detach one of the Soul Sweeper to actually summon something from the deck again.
Okay.
But I mean, it hasn't happened to me, but that's pretty cool interaction. That's
Something to keep in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Is that it for the extra deck?
So that's it for the extra.
Any
deck.
changes you would have made, or are you fine with what it is?
Everything was fine. As I said, the home didn't come up for me, the Lightman home. But I will have to practice it or play a bit more with the deck to see if I want to take it out or not.
Right.
The idea behind it, I think, makes sense.
Right, just a quick side. So obviously
Yeah,
the side
totally.
deck is obviously player preference or
Yeah,
to
this
what's
is
meta
just
at
a-
your locals.
So the Pankratops is supposed to be a red resonator, so I'm getting that this week. Didn't study in at all.
So you kept going into time a lot.
I went into time 2 times, both times again Tearlaments.
Aha.
Yeah, they have a lot of plays to do, so it does happen, but
And the starter is a
that's why I
negative.
want a red resonator, because then you can basically make your gigantic sprite using your sprite elf or something like that. Then it has 3,200 attack. Red resonator, you gain that as life points.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
Pretty good.
So then the starter doesn't matter.
Yes. But both times when we went going to go into time, I actually had. My deck was so, let's say, consistent that I didn't even have to use starter, because there's so many life twins and sprites and stuff, so I didn't go with the...
No, I didn't go into this, use the starter unnecessarily.
Just in case, I didn't want to be behind on life points. So then 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Lightning Storms, and 1 Harpy's Feather Dusted. So basically going second against back row, going first against back row.
Okay. And because
combo
the
decks.
reboot is gone.
Yes, that I had to leave my side deck.
Okay, you also played the pointer?
Along with the pointer I had to go out, sadly.
So those are some of the changes that you've made over time.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
From before and after the ban list. So then it's a 3-dimensional barrier and 3 evenly matched. So I only used this once. I'm actually thinking of exchanging it for Forbidden Graveyard. I think that's gonna...
I think I agree with you. This is something that we've been talking about amongst ourselves in the group, was that the dimension barrier isn't coming up as much, because you're either playing a fusion deck yourself, or it's not very impactful against anything else that's either synchro or exceed. They just like kind of play around it, or have some limited players that still let them get to a stall point where this doesn't really help.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe where I saw the Labrynth guys use it back to back, because they can reuse it, reset it, and keep using it. So I can understand it for them, but I agree. I'm also dropping this from the deck completely.
Yeah. And then lastly, evenly matched. I used it against the Labrynth.
Ah, me too.
Yeah.
Best feeling. When you
You
see their face, once you call battle face,
it's just like,
and you see their soul leave their body.
Yeah.
Because you know they're either losing 4,000 life points off the judgment.
no, I don't think they actually played Judgment, I'm not sure.
No, a lot of them don't, but I've seen one at a previous locals where he played judgment.
He said he's thinking about it. But he'll see after the new support. So
Alright, so any changes you'll make going into the format further? Are you adding the beasted cards to your extra deck?
to be honest, I haven't read the beasted a lot. I know what they basically do.
Okay.
In Darkwing Blast, the Spright
Sprint
is coming out now, yeah. So I'm trying to get a angler.
Are you going for the Fenris as well?
What's that?
That's the Catricula cards that basically work like Pancratops.
Oh,
That Spanish things face down.
Yeah, I think that's actually doesn't even make sense. Pancratops can come back to 3.
Yeah, so that you can play dinos, yeah. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please ding the notification bell if you want to see more content like this and have it popped up in your notifications. And we'll see you next time. Peace.